Okay, welcome to math class. It's April 8th. It's Wednesday. So, in your calendar, if you remember it, sing it with me. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. Bum, ba, bum. But right now, our month is still April. You're right, April. And which number month is April? You got it, 4. So we're going to write 4. And if we look on here, we saw that yesterday was 7. So today is 8. So it's 4-8. And it's still the year 2020. Good job. And the days of the week are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And if yesterday was Tuesday, today is, you're right, Wednesday. Spelled Wednesday. Wednesday. So today is Wednesday, April 8, 2020. All right, let's look at our calendar here. You ready? So, if today is the 8th, and we look at over here, and it says the 11th is Saturday, and then Easter is on the 12th. Easter is on the 12th. So ready? We're going to count. Ready? Here we go. How many days until Easter? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more days until Easter. Okay, all right, good job, guys. All right, so we're gonna do now our clock. So here we go. So we see, let's look at the red hand, the little hand first, the hour hand. And if you're looking at it, it is between the 5 and the 6, which means that we go back to the 5, right? So it's 5. And then we look at the longer hand, the minute hand, our blue one, which we will need to count by, oops, I got a little bit past. We need to count by 5, starting here on the 1, to see what time it is here. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So we know that it is 5:50. Good job. All right, now we're going to count. Today we're going to count. We did this before, but we're going to count by 2s. So if you're ready, here we go. We're going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Let's go backwards. Ready? 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 0. So those are our 2s. Are 2s odd or are 2s even? Right, they're even. Good job. All right. So today, I'm going to take my math paper. We're going to start writing for kindergarten level. You are working on knowing all of your numbers, right? And I know you know all your numbers 1 to 20. And I think you can go all the way to 100, but we have to practice writing them, right? Writing them the correct way. So we're gonna focus on the 20s today. We're gonna write from 20 to 29. All right? Are you ready? Here we go. Let's start right here. We're gonna go 20, add 2 and a 0. Then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. What comes after 29? 30. That's right. So always notice if you're doing the 20s, the 2 comes first, right? The 2 comes first. And in 20, the 0 has to come after the 2, right? If I put the 1 in front of this 2, it makes a totally different number. It makes the number 12, right? So we want to make sure that we do it in the right order. So 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and like you said, 30 comes next, right? Okay, good job. Now, I have a question for you. Let's say that you all live close enough that you can ride your bikes to school. That would be pretty cool, right? But, so we're going to pretend that some of you rode your bikes to school, some of you didn't. Let's say that 5 boys rode their bikes to school and 3 girls rode their bikes to school. So my question is, how many kids all together rode their bikes to school? So is that a plus or a minus question? You're right, it's a plus. We have to add them together. So we're going to add 5 plus 3. Remember, there's 2 ways, many ways you can do that. We were working on, we can use objects such as our fingers, right? So 5 plus 3, right? And we can count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would, right, is 8. Or you can do the touch dot method, right? Where you put 3 dots on the small, you put dots on the smaller number, and since this is a 3, you'd put 3 dots on the 3, right? And then you'd start counting with the bigger number and then count on. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So both ways we got 8. 8 kids rode their bikes to school, right? So either way is fine. You just pick a method that you like that works for you. And then later, you'll memorize it and it'll just be really easy. You'll just know, oh, 5 plus 3 is 8, okay? Right, now, here we have the linking cubes. The linking cubes. If you just wait 1 second, I'm going to go grab some linking cubes. Hold that thought. Be back. I got linking cubes. So linking cubes are these ones, right? You guys like to build with them, build all kinds of things out of them. They like us to use them for math too, not just building. So this is, if I have, let's see how many linking cubes I have, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I want a total of 10 linking cubes. So how many more should I put on there? All right, 3. Okay, so you ready? So I'm going to hook on. Doesn't matter what color. Oh, but guess what? I found 3 more right here. 3 more yellows, so we can match. It matches. Okay, so we have 7 plus 3, which is 10 linking cubes, and this is for the first graders. Okay, so we have 10 linking cubes. This is called a train, a linking cube train. So if I have 10, right? If I have this linking cube, I have 10 of them here. Let's say that all together I counted and I had 43 linking cubes. 43. So if this is 10, if this train is 10, how many trains of 10 do I need to make 40? Well, you have to count by tens, right? Until you get to 40. So let's count by tens until we get to 40. Are you ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. How many will I need? 4, right? Okay, so this is going to be, I'm going to say this is my train of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many just individual cubes will I need to make 3? 3, right? You're right. Good, 3. So then we'll just do 1, 2, 3. So let's count. I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. And that's how you make 43 linking cubes, okay? All right, good job. Now, what happens if I add this one to it? What if I add this one to it? So there's one more. That means I had 43, but now I'm going to add, how many more? How many more is in this train? 10, right? 10. So what is 43 plus 10 more? Well, we could do that two ways, right? We could do it this way where we just make our addition problem and we say 3 plus 0 is 3 and 4 plus 1 more is 5 and I would get 53. And to check that, if I want to check my answer, I would count these linking cubes again. Are you ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53. So you're right. Good job. Okay, now let's move on to this. Okay, let's say I have a dime. And I do have our fake money right here. So a dime is just this, it's actually the smallest one of the coins, right? But it's worth more. You'd think the penny would be the smallest, but it's not. So the dime is worth 10. So I have one dime here. And then I have two of these. Do you remember what these are? I'm going to do both sides. Right? A nickel. Do you remember how much nickels are worth? 5. You're right, 5. So we're going to do 2. We're going to have 2 nickels. Okay, so we have one dime, 2 nickels, and our smallest coin, which are these brown ones, right? How much are these? How much are these worth? Right, it's a penny, it's worth 1. Yeah, 1. So if I have one dime, I'm going to write a D for dime. I have 2 nickels, and I have 1, 2, 3 pennies. How much is that? Of course, a dime is worth 10, a nickel is 5, a nickel is 5, a penny is 1, a penny is 1, a penny is 1. Can you count that? So let's kind of bunch things together. What if we know what 5 plus 5 is? 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So we have 10 plus 10. What's 10 plus 10? 20. Good. So 20 plus 3 more. 20, 21, 22, 23. So we have 23 cents. I would have 23 cents worth of coins. Okay? All right. When we're adding up, let's see, we know that we have 23 cents, right? 23 cents. What if someone else gave us 15 more cents? So if they give it to us, it's more, then we're going to add it, right? It's going to be a plus. So we are, turning on the TV up there, okay? Let's add these together. Remember, you always start on the right side, yeah? So 3 plus 5 is on the right, and you add down, right? This way, vertically. So what's 3 plus 5? 8, you're right, 8. And then we add vertically on this side. What's 2 plus 1? 3, you got it, 3. So we've got 38. 23 cents plus 15 cents is 38 cents. Right? Great job. Okay. Now let's say we take our money that we've earned and we are going to buy this really beautiful long rug. What shape is my rug? A rectangle. You're right. So my rectangle, now here's the problem. I want to buy the tape that goes around it that makes it really pretty around the edges. It keeps it safe from fraying. But I can't remember. I know that the perimeter, or all of the sides added together, makes 32. This question's for the 2nd and 3rd graders, but everyone follow along. So 32. And I know that the width, each of the width sides are 6. But I don't remember what the lengths are. How can I figure out what the length of the rectangle is? So what you do is you take the total, right? The total amount, which is 32, and you're going to subtract what you already know. So I know that these two sides, and when I add 6 plus 6, what's 6 plus 6? 12, right? So I'm going to subtract 12 from the total number. So remember, start on the right side. What's 2 take away 2? 0. And what's 3 take away 1? 2. Okay, so I know that these two sides, when you add them up, are going to make 20. But it has to be split in half, right? Because I need half on this side and half on this side. So what two numbers, the same number, what number added to itself would equal 20? Yes, 10 plus 10. 10 plus 10. And so I know that this is the perimeter, right, of my rectangle. 10 plus 10 is 20. 6 plus 6 is 12. And 20 plus 12 is 32, which is the perimeter of my rectangle. Good job. Okay, here we go with this one. So with our money, right, when we're out shopping for our nice rug, we also get some cookies, okay? Let's say there's 3 of us. 3 of us are out shopping, and we bought a dozen cookies. How much is a dozen? 12, right? We bought 12. If we bought a dozen, we bought 12. Sometimes there's a baker's dozen, which is 13, but for this purpose, 12, okay? So we want to share them equally because we want to be fair, and we want everyone to get the same amount. So how much would each one of us get if we ate all 12, but we shared them all? Well, you can either know what is 12 divided by 3, which is a higher level thinking, but you could be there, or 3 times what equals 12. Or if you're having trouble just figuring that out, you can start putting cookies on the plates and and stop when we get to 12. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it even? Yes, it's even. We all get 4. We all get 4 cookies. That would be fair and even, and unless we want to share later, right? But the even amount would be 4 each. Okay. And our last thing, this is a higher level one. This is the higher level math question. The bonus here. Okay, so you older kids who are learning your multiplication tables, you are learning about the square root. And the square root means what number times itself equals this. So what number times itself would equal 64? Would it be 5 times 5, 6 times 6, 8 times 8? Yes, it would be 8 times 8. So 8 times 8, so this answer is 8. The square root of 64 is 8 because 8 times 8 is 64. Right? Okay. So now we're going to go, but we have to subtract it. What's 8 take away 4? If I have 8 and I take away 1, 2, 3, 4, I only have 4 left. So the actual answer to this side, we're working on this side, remember we work on each side of the box, is 4. Now we got to come over here and we have to figure out what is the square root of 36. Would it be 4 times 4? 5 times 5? 7 times 7? 6 times 6? 6 times 6, because 6 times 6 is 36, right? So the answer to this one is 6. So now we have to see the answer to this one. This side is 4. The answer to this side is 6. So the alligator is going to eat the bigger one. Which one is bigger, 4 or 6? Right, 6. So he's going to open up his big mouth and chomp away on that bigger number and point to the smaller number and say, "Here's smaller," and eat the bigger number. Okay, very good. Okay, so now get out your worksheets and do a worksheet for Wednesday. That's right, your Wednesday worksheet. Good job, guys.